Hello, what is up guys? Evil here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the quest line that you can complete in Black Desert that awards you with a free, in quotation marks, pen accessory of your choice, either a crescent ring, a tongue red earring, or a narc earring. Once again, the pen stage, max stage of that accessory. The reason free is in quotation marks is because it requires you to do months of quests and probably invest billions of silver worth of materials into unlocking this, but once you do have a full-on accessory for your entire account to use. Now quickly before we get into this video, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or you have been watching videos on my channel and still have not subscribed yet, please consider it. Pushing for 100k, we're so close, please help me push over the top here. And anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, because my patch notes video did just come out yesterday and I did an overview of the system, I did already accept the initiation questline for this. So we're going to be jumping back to some older footage real quick to show you how to get started with this, and then I'll pick back up with more in-depth information with the rest of this video. So bear with me with this little bit of a time jump here. You need to find this NPC, Jetina. So located in Heidel, she is right here by the stable keeper over here. She has a whole bunch of other spawns throughout the world of Black Desert. Go ahead and screenshot this for your records so you know where to go as you progress around the world, but go ahead and find her there. You will then need to open up your Black Spirit by pressing the comma key on the keyboard, navigate to the quest tab, and you're going to look under the suggested tab for the quest, A Cry for Help. So go ahead and click on that quest line, accept that quest line, and navigate to Jetina again. It's going to take you to the same NPC. If you go ahead and talk to her, that will complete the quest line, and you'll be given some 200 contribution points. Next, you'll have another quest line with her to start, and it will be the Old Moon Guild's trade offer. Go ahead and accept that quest line, and it's going to be to make these burning Blackstones and blah, 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 blah. You then need to select which one you're going to do. So before you do this, check the central market values to decide if it's something that you want to pick up. Or think about your build. So go ahead into the central marketplace and type in each of the accessories and just look to see if it is what you want. But once you've made your selection, then you will receive a series of quests you can take from her, which are life skill based, or you can do a series of quests that are combat based that you receive out at the various grinding locations that you see me thumbing through right here. The link to this is in the description below so you can read it on your own. You can only do one of these quests per day, and you can either do a combat one or a life skill one. You can't do one of each. So one of these quests or one of these quests. Whichever one of these you choose to do is going to reward you with Burning Moonlight Blackstone Powder. A life skill quest will reward you with 1. A combat quest will reward you with 2. So you'll complete this twice as fast if you do combat-based quests. Now the powders that you obtain from these quests are combined with the various items that you see on your screen, and we'll go through this here in a second, but you combine them together to receive a Burning Moonlight Blackstone, and these are what are used to upgrade that accessory that you just accepted from the NPC Jetina. Now if you were watching this video before August 4th, there is an event going on right now that gives you a huge jumpstart on upgrading this accessory. If you go back into the game and press the Y key on the keyboard, scroll down the list, you're going to see the item Burning Moon Tail. This Burning Moon Tail can be used to redeem a bunch of those stones right off the bat. So go ahead and claim this. If you already claimed it, check all your characters, just make sure you get this item to get started with this. So after you've claimed the Burning Moon Tail, you can head over to the NPC Jetina, which once again can also be found by using the Find NPC function right here. You can find all the different locations for this NPC throughout the game world. Anyway, go ahead and talk to her, click on the chat option, and say you might be interested in this gem. That'll give you Burning Moonlight Blackstone. If you look at your inventory, you'll have 28 of them. Upgrading this accessory requires a ton of these, so for the first upgrade stages, from +0 up to Tet, you are going to need 70 of these stones, so 70 total, and then to make the final upgrade, the Dancing Moonlight Blackstone, you are going to need another 110 of them to make this combination. So a total of 180 of these Blackstones. So if you're looking to do this with all life skill based quests that only give you one of those every single day, you're looking at a total of 6 months to do this. If you want to do it doing PvE grinding, where you get 2 per day, you're looking at a total of 3 months to complete this. So it's definitely time gated. But this does give you a nice head start, basically a 4-week head start if you're a life skiller, or a 2-week head start if you're going to do PvE grinding, which is pretty nice. So I'll show you how to upgrade this accessory here in a second. I do want to cover actually obtaining these powders and show you how to do it. So I'm going to pick up a life skill one because I am a big life skiller, and you can see the different options that we have right here. And once again, the full-on notes that show you all the different things you need to do as well are also available down here in the description below, so you can go ahead and pick those out. Now you can only complete one of these quests per day, and I'm going to pick a super easy one that I can do AFK right here, gathering river water, while I'm editing footage for this video. So I'll be back in a second after I complete this gathering the bottle of river water quest. And if you want to cheat and copy me with this one, it's actually super easy to do right here in Heidel. If you have 300 energy, you can do this one AFK overnight, like every night, and just knock this out overnight for the next couple of months. But you just got to buy a bunch of bottles, so like 300 of them. Jump into this fountain that's literally right across from the NPC. Pop a seafood cron meal if you're feeling like it, and click on the bottle. Then all you do is check the repeat box, and your character's going to go ahead and gather water. So I guess while this water is being gathered, we can work on getting together other items that are needed to craft this Blackstone. So if we head over to that patch page, we'll see that in addition to the Blackstone powder that we're about to get, you're going to need some Yona Fragments, magical shards, either Blackstone weapons or armor, and an Old Moon Alchemy Catalyst. So the Blackstones are probably the easiest to talk to while I'm gathering water, so let's do that. If you go to the central market and just type in Blackstone, you will see that both of these items are pretty readily available on the central marketplace. They drop like candy from pretty much everywhere in the game at this point. However, there are a lot of events, including this one, that just came out that use this pretty frequently. So they will start to go up in price, as pretty well evident right here. They are jumping up in price. But pretty much grinding anywhere in the game at this point for a little bit will grant you a bunch of these. We get them for challenge rewards. We get them from login rewards. And yeah, you're either going to have to grind for those or buy those. The Elvia grinding zones that were released a couple months ago are pretty famous for dropping tons of them, so if you are at that gear level, that's a solid opportunity to take advantage of that. Otherwise, if you're not the gear level for the Elvia zones, you can farm in the Medea zones, so the Medea grind zones over here, any of these different locations, and take the green weapons and armor that are plus, so like if you get a +4 sword or something, take it to a blacksmith and extract the Blackstones from that. You get a lot of drops, green weapons, and green armor from these locations, so you can mass a ton of Blackstones from a couple hours grinding in these locations. And just to quickly show you what I'm talking about with that, if you go to a blacksmith right here in the game, go to the extraction option on the far right over here, extract Blackstones right next to my microphone. Go to that and you'll be able to extract Blackstones from any green grade gear that has a plus upgrade on it. So you just hit skip animation and it'll show you how many Blackstones you're going to get from that. So all of the trash gear that you get, you can just extract Blackstones and use it to do this. Once again, those drop really frequently over here in the Medea grind zones. The next item on the list are going to be these magical shards, and magical shards are obtained from multiple different sources. You can obtain them from doing quests, although there's definitely not enough of them to satisfy those quest needs, but the primary way you get them is from salvaging down crystals of a high rarity. So if you type in black magic crystal into this central market here, you will see the crystals that you need to salvage, and they need to be this yellow rarity of black magic crystal, and you can see that they're pretty much all sold out, because A, they're used for a lot of builds, and B, they're now in super high demand, which probably means you're going to need to go and pick these up through grinding as well, or wait a little bit for them to come in stock. If you press the escape key on the keyboard and navigate to the adventure tab right above my head, click on the item drop tab, you'll be able to look at all the different locations in the game that have these as different drops, and as I was just mentioning a second ago, those green weapon drops that drop from various locations over in Medea, say like Wandering Rogue Den, have some of those crystals in their drop tables, so you can get all of these different weapons for Blackstones, as well as these crystals that you need for these upgrades. And just to show you how that works, if you have the crystal in your inventory and navigate to the processing menu, click on the heating tab, select the crystal, and hit the start option. You will heat up the crystal, and upon successfully completing that, you will get a magical shard from it. So now I have one magical shard. So this is also going to be another major time gate as you try to progress here with this. The next item on the list are Yona's Fragments, and Yona's Fragments can be obtained from grinding in various zones out here in the desert region, so the Valencia region. So these drop from the mobs that are in this area, and the accessories from the mobs in this area can also be salvaged via the same process we've already shown you right there with heating, so you heat up the accessory to obtain Yona's Fragments as well. In order to heat the Yona's Fragments, however, you're going to need to find the NPC, the arms dealer, located up here at the top of Valencia City. So you'll need to navigate to this person, Osadia. If you talk to that NPC, you'll be able to exchange 30 energy for the knowledge of heating gold rarity accessories and obtaining Yona's Fragments. Just to show you how that one works, if you press the L key on the keyboard, go to the heating tab after obtaining this knowledge once again, clicking on the accessory and hitting the start button, you will heat the accessory. And in exchange for that, you're going to obtain Yona's Fragments. So it popped up like 3 times, but I couldn't get the take right while it popped up. But anyway, Yona's Fragments you get right there for heating that accessory. The final item on that list that you need are the catalysts. So the catalyst can be obtained from an Old Moon Manager. So the easiest Old Moon Manager to find in the game is in Heidel. It is right here at the top of the city, right up here inside of this little bar. If you go ahead and talk to the person in here, click on the Old Moon shop, you will be able to obtain the Old Moon Catalyst. You need 10 of these, so you're going to need 35 million silver to buy it. So just go ahead and buy 10 of those. And quickly before I get, one more thing I want to point out with the Yona's Fragments, if you go to the Adventure Drop tab that we just showed you a second ago, Adventure Item Drop, and scroll to the regions in the desert, so something like, say, Bansham Base, you will see that you also have a ton of green rarity items, as well as the Yona's Fragments, so if you're looking for Blackstones, you can also get them there. There's also places like the Gahaz Bandit's Lair that has black magic crystals, green rarity gear, accessories, and Yona's Fragments, so you can farm for all three of the things at the same time at the various desert farm locations. So make sure to check this item drop information tab to find locations that will do this for you. But anyway, once you have the quest complete, you can go ahead and talk to this NPC, chat with her again, and hand over whatever item you were supposed to give her. And for exchanging that quest, you're going to obtain the Burning Moonlight Blackstone Powder. And once you have all of these items in your inventory needed to craft this, you'll press the L key on the keyboard and navigate to the Simple Alchemy tab. You once again need 100 Blackstones of either the weapon or armor variety, 10 of these magical catalysts, 1 Yona's Fragment, 1 of these Burning Moonlight Blackstone Powders, and 3 of the magical shards. You can then hit the start button, and it will go. You don't have to worry about being over it, just make sure you're not under on any one of the various items. And then for that, you'll successfully complete the crafting of it. As you can see, it doesn't overuse anything. I still have 4 extra Yona's Fragments, I still have my 1 magical shard, but now I have an additional Burning Moonlight Blackstone. This only leaves us one final task to show you in this video, and that is how to upgrade this accessory, and it's super straightforward. Just go ahead and press the comma key on the keyboard to bring up your Black Spirit. Click on the Enhancement tab right here in the middle. Click on this accessory here, and you will see that the enhancement is guaranteed by using these Burning Moonlight Blackstones. There is no need for fail stacks, nothing to worry about. You can go ahead and hit the skip button, and it will enhance every single time. Next upgrade takes even more, but once again is a 100% upgrade. Skip animation, and boom, you're on to stage 2. Next stage is 20, etc., etc. And that is pretty much it, guys. Do the daily quest, get all of those items that you need to do a significant amount of grinding for, or try and snipe them off the central marketplace, and eventually you'll get yourself a pen accessory. Anyway, that is going to do it for the guide. So if this video is going to help you in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. Also, once again, if you're not subscribed to the channel already, so close to 100K, please just help me to hit it. Honestly, we could probably do it by the end of today, so please, please, please consider it. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching once again. I will see you at the next live stream over on Twitch, my next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.